Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. You're joining us this morning on a special broadcast where we're discussing IDFC First Bank's quarterly results. We have with us Mr. Vaidyanathan, the MD and CEO of IDFC First. Mr. Vaidyanathan, welcome to this conversation. Firstly, starting with your impressive profit number, the market seems to be very enthused by the 35% profit growth. If you can take us through what has contributed to these numbers.
Of course, we are very happy with the strong profit growth over a enhanced base of the last year, which was a massive year for us. So to that extent, it's good. But the way we think about it is that we are playing for long, so we don't get excited by this quarter. We're looking for like a 5-year, 10-year, 20-year story. And to that extent, let me say it's just one of the small moments in a long window we're looking for ourselves. But more specifically for the quarter, I think the key point to actually feel good about is actually the deposits. The deposit growth of the bank is really very strong, growing at upward of 44%.
Right, sir. This 44% growth, I want to ask you, so your CASA has remained flat, but having said that, that's actually a very good thing because most other banks are reporting a significant shrinkage as customers move from CASA to fixed deposits. But you're not seeing any of that movement yet. Is that how we should look at this?
Yes, if you take sequentially quarter on quarter, of course, CASA has been stable at 46.4% for us. It's like I said, it's not too bad. It's reasonably healthy. The way we look at it is that our CASA has grown by 26% last year YOY. Of course, retail term deposit has grown even faster because that's the nature of the market right now. But CASA itself has grown by 26%. And current account outside of the CASA component, which is even more valuable item for the bank, has grown by even stronger percentage, if I'm not mistaken, upward like of some 35%. So we are really very happy by the components of deposit growth more than the growth itself.
Fair enough. Going ahead, sir, because obviously this fight for CASA is only going to intensify because every bank is looking to sort of shore up on that low-cost funding base. To your mind, what is the trajectory looking like for you as well as for the industry?
No doubt there is a strong demand for deposits there, but we are beneficiaries of one technical item which some of our larger peers are not beneficiaries of. We have a relatively smaller base, as you know, early stage bank. In an early stage bank, growth percentages can be accentuated, and we call us an early stage bank. 5 or 6 years is pretty much early stage, so we are that beneficiary. But beyond that, also we feel that even for the rest of this year, for deposits to grow by 40 odd percent, if not 44, which is currently. Is a very reasonable expectation, and we'll meet that. We feel confident of that.
All right. Coming to the advances portfolio now, there as well, you've seen about a 26% rise in advances. I wanted to get a sense. There is some talk in the market of certain small ticket loans showing signs of stress, but every lender we speak to says, "Not my book. Somebody else is not my problem." But in your portfolio, what are some of the trends that you're seeing?
In our case, first of all, we don't take comfort from the fact that it's not my book. It's true, by the way, not my book in our case, because certainly we are seeing that the asset quality performance is very stable. And the numbers speak for themselves because our gross NPA last quarter was 1.53%. This quarter also is 1.53%. Last quarter, our net NPA was 0.52%. And by some strange coincidence, it's still 0.52% this quarter also. So it's truly, our book is very strong and stable. Your investors, our investors, and your viewers, everyone should, feel comfortable and happy with that. But we also feel that it is time to we are tightening our credit norms on these fronts just to be extra safe on this front.
Right. You've raised about 3,000 odd crore this month, and obviously that boosts your capital adequacy to about 18%. I wanted to get a sense as to where this capital is likely to be deployed. Is it largely for loan growth, or do you have any other plans?
Let us say that our bank likes to keep relatively high capital, just the way we are and the way we feel conservative. The board is very conservative in our bank, and even I feel I want to be very conservative on this front. So this capital raise we've taken to 18%, and just for that comfort point of view. In terms of utilization, the purpose is very simple. We have a very, very, very tried and tested model. It is running for over 14 years now, and it runs smoothly. The three categories: the retail credit, the MSME credit, the agri credit. All of these are coming on the platform of the new technologies and the new ecosystem India has made in terms of the new controls. The bureau is a nice control, account aggregator is a nice control, cash flow evaluation is a nice control. So these new controls have come now. We want to use these controls and keep powering these businesses up. Of course, we'll also grow corporate, but to the extent we can get deals with our high quality.
Okay, I want to take one last question with regard to the situation in the system, and with the commentary that's coming from the Reserve Bank of India that watch out on the retail unsecured, with some of the other lenders in the system also saying sub 50,000 is a problem. We are staying out of it. Do you think that even for a prudent lender, there is room for growing good quality credit in that space, or do you think that that party of that low ticket size unsecured is over?
No. As a prudent, we are a very prudent lender, and we don't want to be adventurous. So we don't do that book actually, just to keep it simple for you. We on the entire book of over 1,80,000 crores, that book of retail personal loan less than 50,000 rupees is only 540 crores for us, which is 0.3% of the book. And by the way, that is also behaving well for us at this point of time. So never be adventurous. And actually, we don't like playing in that segment. I would think that segment is more played by the fintech apps. You see the apps that go to Play Store and download and take a loan like this in 3 minutes and all this stuff. So those are largely played by the fintechs. Let me say the app ones that came, etc. For them, it's a meaningful part of the business. And also, let me say, NBFCs who have relatively, let me say, higher cost of funds, and they make a living out of that. So if you split the business, I'd say banks are generally not doing that space. It is more a fintech and NBFC space.
Understood. Thank you so much for joining us on this conversation, Mr. Vaidyanathan. Pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you very much.